Starting an Angular 2 application from a Yo generator, I think it is one of the easiest way we can do that. Just a few steps to follow. You should have your Yeoman generator ready in your machines, and you need to install the generator. Then you can type Yo and your generator name. It will just scaffold your application in your local machines. So we created an application from generator angular2 with router. Let's demonstrate it how you can easily and quickly generate an angular2 application structures with few configurations, including few build tools. So after doing all the commands, you will see this code. I just did npm install yo, npm install generator angular2 with router, then yo in a particular folder where I want to keep my project code, I said yo angular2 with router. So this is my code. So let's just little bit of demonstrate the code what we have in our machines once we installed that through the generator. If you'll see this typing, this is the old one. I think the typing configuration is right now in this format, and once you will write typings install, it will generate a typings folder and hold all the configurations into it. And if we will see the application folder, you will see like there are components, your application in main file, which here it will start your bootstrapping of applications. I will go a little bit in deep. There are a few errors it's showing. We will not debug it right now. We will run it, then I will tell you what these errors are. If you will see the index.html, you see the few files are included like theme, zone, reflect, system.js library. Then this is our own system configurations. Then we are saying system.import app, or else catch the error and console.log, log whatever the errors. So let's see what the application it's going. I will not go in detail what these files are and what it is doing, and this is just a bootstrap CSS to give you a look and feel. This is window properties. I'm adding two variables, name and descriptions. Then the down that we are using jQuery 3. This is just for the giving a bootstrap look and feel, but typically you don't need these things to run your Angular 2 application if you have your own CSS and you have your own styling guides. So in case you want to use bootstraps, so these are the things it's included. So if you'll see that this is the main application, this much code is required to I would say this much code is required to run your application, including this HTML. So when we say system.import, let's see first the system.js. It will give an idea how and system.js is what are the system configurations and what we are telling to do when our application will be loaded. So here you will see all the Angular libraries as it is not loaded in the index.html. We defined our application properties. This is just a simple system configurations property. You can go to system.js site and look into that. Then here you can see that like our app is main.typescript. So if you'll see the main.typescript, we are not doing nothing. We are just importing browser dynamic and browser modules. So we are saying inject our app modules. So here is our app modules. So it have few properties, like we have created import declarations. We declared all our components. Then provides, what are the provides we have been using. Then we saying bootstrap app component. When we say bootstrap app component, it will go to the app component and bootstrap it in our browser. So app component, here you can say the selector app, and which is matches to the app tag in our index.html. So when the app component will be injected into that, the template HTML will be rendered into the browser inside the app tag. So let's see what it is there. Here the basic structure of Angular 2 is done, and what we are trying to do right now is we are going to see the demonstration of a router, Angular2 router, how to use it and how to define it. Let's go to our, here you can say that I defined a private variable. So this is just typical TypeScript. So if you have any ideas of TypeScript, you can easily understand what this things are. So for the Java developer, it's pretty easy to understand that this is a class, then it's a constructor, and these are two variables available in our constructor parameters passed. TypeScript is a little bit different from Java, but not much more. And if you are familiar with the Ruby and Rail, CoffeeScript will attract you more. And if you're a Java developer, then TypeScript will attract you more. So this is the router variable we declare of type router, and our router is Angular2 router, and we have injected a services. So let's go into the app component HTML file and see what's inside there. So here, if you will see there is this is the route outlet in Angular1. We have been saying ng view. There are different kind of routers available, like state-based router and everything. In Angular1, they included a router called normal router, and it have router outlets, so you can have multiple named routers in your application. So here, if you can see header, breadcrumb, message, heading, then a unnamed router, we don't have any name, then we have a summary, then I have a footer. So let's go what it is doing, and when we like injected our app dot loading into that, and this HTML will be injected. Then once it will find router outlet, it will find a routing file. It is already we've included in our module. If you will see the import statements, let me show you where we included our router files. I think this one is the routing. You can see this is the app routing, and go to the routing TS. You can see we have created a array of routers. We say path, component, outlet. I mean, in the breadcrumb outlet, breadcrumb component need to be injected. So if you look into the HTML of app component, you will see that breadcrumb is named component, and once you will inject that into the app routing, it will the breadcrumb component will HTML and every functionality will inserted into this outlet. So similarly, we have others, and we have created a blank and injected home. Here, if you want to have like anything, it's not defined in your application, you want to send it to one particular component, you can do that. So this is just a basic to start. If you want to increase your applications, you can proceed when doing that. So this is basically if you style sets, shared, anything you want to put shared, your services, you can make all your REST services through it. App constraints, anything you want to put. Pipe is similar to the filter in Angular1, the way we are doing it filter. So you can do that in the pipe. So here, if you can see, is a loose currency pipe. So I created one pipe to handle the if there is a string variable includes your currency, like in currency values, sometimes it's pass string, it will avoid the strings and only convert those integer or float value to your currency format. So this is basically search components, constants. Let's concentrate the component part here. Here is your breadcrumb component, doesn't do anything, it just do a it render a template. You can see that in the TypeScript class nothing is there. Similarly, your home component HTML, home component. Now let's run it and see what's how it looks like and what it is doing. If you go to let me show you the package.json. So what are the dependencies we defined? You can see all the dependencies. The main thing we are right now looking into the script tag called stats. So it have TypeScript compile, then a light server. So if you will type npm start, it will compile all your TypeScript, generate JavaScript, and inject your application in your browser. That's what we told npm to do. Here you go. So as we see, in our header we have this HTML, and this is our breadcrumb. This is few messages in case you want to show the error messages or any user specific messages. This is one, like we created a simple slide. This is a home page, and this is the message, then this is the footer. Let's see if let's go to the home page and see whatever we are seeing that is a thing or not. This is a simple component feature home page. Heading is home page. Let's type here our first demo, and as it is in a live load, once you will save it, it will automatically render that. So all is working, and let's discuss a little bit on the build tools. Here, if you'll see in the browser, we defined only few JavaScript files in our HTML, and system.js will be dynamically loading all those script internally. When we say app, then it will just go to the main.ts, download it, find a lot of import statements. It will inject all those into the browser. Let's just see the network tag and refresh it and see what's it's doing. You can see a lot of files have been downloading and injecting into the browser, which we didn't define in our index.html. What only we defined is theme.js, zone, reflect, system search, and system configuration. Yeah, we defined as these files for the bootstrapping. Then our first injector is main.js, which is generated from the main.ts. Then it depends on the browser sync line, then platform, then app modules, then compiler, then you can see common umd.js, then header, remove, component, observable, promise. This is all are used by internal Angulars. So all are getting downloaded dynamically. So you don't have to worry about including or into your HTML, index.html file at all. So there are other build tools like Webpack. It will combine all your files into one files and give you a output as well. There is Gulf, Grunt, other build tools. So this is just for starting your application and you can quick start your developments. Feel free, it's an open source generator. You can find it in your npm here in npm site, or you can just go to yo generator and type angular2 TypeScript, and you will get angular2 router. I think it's just dash. So if you'll type angular2 and you will get it somewhere down the line. Here it is. Here, feel free to add any bugs, any issues. Fine. I think there is a issue already existing. System.js is not downloading with the generator. You just have to download it manually and include in your project until it is not resolved. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Feel free to add any comments, any issues to the project to improve it so that it can be used by a lot of developers to start their Angular projects. Just for the basic structures, it will help you to make a quick start. Thank you.